Hi, Gemini. Welcome in. Let's take a deep breath together. Hold it and release because I feel this message isn't here to rush you, it's here to meet you where you are. So let's talk about what Spirit wants you to hear right now when this message finds you. We're opening up here with the Six of Cups. Something or perhaps someone from the past has perhaps been tugging on your energy. Maybe it's an old memory, a childhood dream, or perhaps it's a person that you once loved deeply. I feel there's a bit of nostalgic energy here. But the question is also, are you holding on to a version of the past that's keeping you stuck? And this card can be sweet, but Spirit's also reminding you that healing sometimes requires letting go of what used to be so you can open space for what can be. Here, the Eight of Cups. Yep, this is you walking away from something. So it's not that it didn't matter, it's just that it no longer feeds your soul. This is a courageous move, I feel, Gemini, that you might not fully know where you're heading yet, but Spirit does. And right now, I feel like Mercury, your ruling planet that is moving into Taurus around the 10th, you being guided to make slow, grounded decisions, one step at a time. And no, you don't need all the answers. You just need to honor the call in your spirit, right? Now, I feel that with the Three of Swords here, let's pause for a second because this card here, the Three of Swords, really does hit hard. I feel the heartbreak. I feel the disappointment here, or the betrayal that you've either just gone through or busy going through, or perhaps you are happened in the past and you're still carrying it with you. And I mean, even with Mercury that's going to conjunct Chiron around the 7th, this wound may rise to the surface. But the truth is, what breaks you open is also what frees you, right? That and you are busy healing. And sometimes healing looks like breaking your own heart to protect your future. Now, the Two of Wands is showing me here that where do you want to go from here? You were standing between what was and what could be. I feel like you're standing in between. And I know around the 12th of May, we are going to be having a full moon in Scorpio coming up that perhaps could be stirring deep emotions, buried perhaps truths, and a strong urge to choose yourself. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to choose to move. And I feel that Spirit will definitely meet you in the motion. And here is the King of Pentacles coming through, that this is your direction you're heading. Even if you don't see it yet, stability, security, mastery over your own money, your values, your purpose. Also, perhaps someone around you might be coming in soon. Maybe it may represent this grounded energy, supportive, loyal, successful, or may or this may be perhaps a version of you that's rising as you walk away from what no longer serves you. This is a long game energy. And Gemini, you're not chasing your dreams anymore. You're building something real. Now, as you know, if you watched your monthly reading, Venus conjuncted Neptune around the 2nd of May. And so that brought in romantic fantasies versus reality. And you probably had to be mindful of illusions or rose colored thinking, right? Also, around the 4th of May, we had Pluto go retrograde. Your inner transformation, facing your shadows, letting old versions of yourself fall away. And then, as I mentioned, Mercury went into Chiron around the 7th, where you will speak from the wound, but also from wisdom. All right, you're going to speak up because it went within Aries. And Mercury also is going into Taurus around the 10th, where you'll be able to communicate with care, move with purpose. And then also with that full moon in Scorpio around the 12th, it's going to be assisting you with an emotional release, deep truths, powerful closures. And then also around the 17th, the sun is going to conjunct Uranus. So you can expect surprises, especially around identity, finances, or routines. So, I mean, this month isn't about being perfect. It's about being present, real, honest, and ready for what is next. So let's check further few more messages that Spirit needs you to hear at this time, or perhaps what you need to hear or know at this time. But also know that you're not running away. I feel that you are rising up, right? And also know that you're not lost. You're just shedding what no longer matches your future. And you just need to trust the path, even if you can't see the destination yet. And know that your future self is already thanking you. I don't know why thinking came through, but perhaps your future self is already thinking ahead. Here we have is the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, what further messages what else does Gemini also need to know during this time? The Devil reversed. Here is the Tower. Let's maybe get, okay. Here is the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. And on the floor. Beautiful Geminis, did you hit that like button and exchange energy with me? And let me know how this reading is resonating so far with you. Is it perhaps providing you clarity? Now that we've also acknowledged that you perhaps walking away from certain things, let's talk about what you're walking into, because here we have is the Eight of Pentacles. You've been doing the work, even if it's perhaps not visible to everyone around you. You know how much you've been pushing, learning, showing up, building, and Spirit sees your efforts. And right now, even like with Mercury that's shifting into the earthy Taurus, it's about slow, intentional mastery that's happening, and you're not in a rush anymore. I feel that you're also crafting your life with care, your healing, your business, your personal growth. It's all part of the scarce work that you've been doing. Now, the Four of Wands here is reversed. I feel that there's a little bit of instability. Maybe it is your home life, maybe it's your relationship, or an unexpected celebration that perhaps didn't turn out the way that you thought, And Spirit is saying, don't play false joy. Not everything has to be picture perfect right now. And this isn't the end of the story. It's just a shift in structure, What's real will stay and what isn't will fall away. And the Devil reversed here, yes, this is a breakthrough because you are unbinding yourself from toxic habits, old habits, patterns, unhealthy attachments, limiting beliefs. You might not feel totally free yet, but something within you has already changed. The chains are loosening. And Gemini, I feel this is really powerful. You might have come with pain, but I feel that it's setting you free. And here's the Tower. Yes, things may have fallen away or apart recently. Maybe it was unexpected news, maybe it was a breakup or a shake-up in your stability. But Spirit doesn't destroy to punish. You are being realigned, and there's an airplane going over, so something is moved quickly, and perhaps this is confirmation for you that something happened very quickly. But also remember that sometimes the only way to rebuild is to clear out the lies we've also told ourselves just to feel safe, Now, the Five of Pentacles here, maybe you felt unsupported or feel unsupported, or you felt left out in the cold, or like you've been carrying it all on your own. But look closer. There is help nearby. There is still a light on in the window, and you're not abandoned. If you need to call for support, to do that, because I'm sure you have spirit, you have friends, you have ancestors, maybe it's family. Someone out there has your back, even when it feels silent. Now, the Two of Swords may be that you facing a decision and you might be avoiding it. Maybe it's fear of choosing wrong, fear of hurting someone, fear of losing what little balance maybe you have left or feel. But deep down, you already know what your soul wants. I mean, this full moon in Scorpio, that's happening around the 12th, is going to be a moment to see clearly. Let what's unclear rise to the surface. And the moment you choose truth, you choose peace. Now, I want to have a look at the bottom of the deck here for you, so we can see what is the underlying energy, all right? I mean, let's get real. The deck doesn't lie, right? Here's the Six of Swords, Justice, and we have the Six of Pentacles. Double sixes and 11 may be very significant to you. Let me know in the comments what is 6-11-6, or perhaps double 6-11 may be very significant. Maybe 61-16. Now, the Six of Swords is really about you being moved forward. That it isn't punishment, it's a scared passage out of the pain and into peace. And you're not doing this alone. And I feel that Spirit is guiding you even when the waters feel rough. You're moving into calmer waters, and Spirit is telling you to keep going. And justice coming through, that karma is real and balance is coming. The Six of Pentacles is about balance. The justice is karma. So whatever felt unfair is being corrected. And you don't have to force anything. The truth will rise and Spirit will make things right. Equal give and take is coming through. You're learning to stop overgiving, to receive also without guilt. To ask yourself as well is, am I being met with the same energy that I give? Because you deserve friendships and situations that also pour back into you. Now, Gemini, again, do hit the like button, exchange some energy with me, leave me a comment. And Gemini, this is your reckoning and release. You healing, working, releasing, you choosing yourself. And even when it hurts, even when it's quiet, even when you're not sure what's next. But know that Spirit is sure. And right now, I feel that you are moving on and rising up. Let me know in the comments, perhaps, did this bring you clarity? Did it help you in any sort of way? Perhaps if you're not sure what to say, you can leave me an emoji. And perhaps you can let me know where you're watching from, perhaps what time you're watching. Are you a Gemini sun, moon, rising? What is your Gemini placements? I am sending you so much love and light. And yes, you are moving on and rising up at Gemini. And I will see you in the next one. Love and light.